of brilliant idiotness. Schulz, thank you. Well, first of all, how was your week?
My week was good. How was yours?
Week was amazing. I've had an amazing week thus far.
How does it feel to have the show out?
It feels good, man. Thank you for doing the show last week. We had a lot of technical difficulties that were out of our control.
What happened? I saw you tweet about that.
Yeah, it was just like it's like transfer stuff. You're doing a show live to tape, so when they transfer stuff to wherever they're transferring it so it can get the air, so it kind of like had a lot of glitches in it, but they fixed it and it's up on Paramount Plus for streaming. But it was a great first show, man. I think people really like the panel format.
Yeah.
They like seeing us all up there just talking shit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all of these platforms are.
Yeah.
It's just the people you enjoy talking shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Some of it's smart, some of it's dumb, some of it's about nothing. But guess what? It helps us all get through our days.
That smart shit be boring, bro. That's my biggest issue with smart things.
It's about how you do it. It's about putting the medicine in the candy.
God damn, man.
Like you watch Maher, right?
Nah.
You don't like Bill Maher?
He's fine.
He's a comedian. So it's like his lens is, I think Rogan is smart, fun shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just about the presentation.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
No, Mar has like some interesting space, and I think that you can do something. Okay, and I told you this before the podcast. The trickiest thing with you is going to be on your show is when guests talk, they're going to be less interesting than you and less funny than you, and I mean that. So, and I actually really like the guests, like that girl Liz Smith.
Liz Smith was amazing,
and Coleman's brilliant.
Coleman was great. Yes.
So like. But at the same time, like, I hear them talking and I'm like, oh, Charlamagne would be funnier saying these things.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the tricky part is how do I get enough Charlamagne in and have some of these guests?
It's just a conversation. I think it works. I mean, listen.
Did they cut that whole segment out where we were calling Liz a glizzy gobbler?
No, they kept that
That's
in.
That's it?
They kept that in. The only thing they just cut out the Pete Buttigieg thing.
That line was crazy.
That was a cool line. I didn't think it was anything wrong with it.
No, we said something with the Buttigieg, and then somebody goes...
We were talking about weddings, and you were saying that I was like, well, who pays the wedding in a gay marriage?
Yeah.
And you said the bottom gotta pay.
Obviously.
And so Liz used to work for Secretary Pete Buttigieg, Secretary of Transportation.
Yeah.
So I said, well, who pays?
Why are you calling him a secretary, bro? Like that?
That's his title, Secretary of Transportation.
Okay.
So I said, who paid at Pete's wedding? And she was like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. And I was like, I know who is. I thought that was a cool joke.
But what happened?
Yeah, they thought it might come off homophobic.
Why is that homophobic?
I don't know. I feel like we all are just joking on each other in good-natured fun.
But isn't it more homophobic to assume he can't take no dick?
I thought you were about to say take a joke.
No. I was just saying like,
so crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a 10-foot pole. I'm saying like, yo, you can handle dang-a-lang, bro. Like, you know.
Word is born. That's a prop. You giving them props.
Yeah, you size king.
Hey, man, I feel like jokes are what bring everybody together.
Yeah.
If we can't joke on each other, we're really not creating community.
That's facts.
There's things that bring community together. Food, tragedy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And humor.
Yes.
It's like, yo, we got to be able to laugh and joke at each other. I'm not doing anything like that's like stepping on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm giving you props.
That's it. And, yo, you can get these jokes, too. Nobody's above jokes.
Nobody's above jokes. That is one thing that happens I see a lot. Like, there's certain communities, especially the black community is always okay to joke on, right? From these same people who will push back about LGBTQ community, other communities that I won't even say. Well, no, seriously, the Jewish community, the Asian community, like everybody's sensitive when it comes to jokes about them, but it's just like certain communities, you can clown poor white people all day long.
Yes.
You can clown black people all day long, but it's just certain communities like, I don't think we should do that. I'm like, well, don't write the jokes for nobody else then.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
If you're not going to give it to everybody,
you got to give it to everybody.
You got to give it to everybody. It's equal opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like if it's clearly a joke, you got way more wiggle room.
Yes. If it's a joke that's good intentioned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to joke about like your trauma.
Yeah.
I'm not going to joke about any like struggle you went through, your oppression.
I mean, We did a pod yesterday with Louis C.K. and he's a wild motherfucker, bro.
Louis did Flagrant?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the opening of the podcast. Hold on.
Louis did Flagrant?
Yeah, we had Louis and we had Joe List on because they got a movie coming out. And
I thought it was already out.
It's out, but they're gonna release it also for sale. This is his opening line. This guy's crazy.
I trust A's.
Do you?
A's is doing a great job at what it does. I'm not saying it should be doing it. Like 9/11, you had to end the sorrow and the anger and the rage and the sadness. You had to go, dude, fucking bullseye. Bullseye.
Jesus Christ. I'm interested to listen to that interview.
Yeah.
But not for any of that shit. I'm interested to listen because I would love to see what Louis thinks about you and your business model. Because Louis,
he started.
That's
why I wanted him on specifically, like with this episode, because we just finished selling Infamous. I just want to give him his props because he's the reason why I was able to do this. You know, he started it. He's the innovator.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to Louis. Was it good? Did it come out?
Yeah, it's out today, man. It's just wild, bro. He goes for it. And these are jokes. This is what we do. We like defend the craziest thing, bro. But he said, bullseye, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I got to listen to that one, man.
Yeah, man. People. But it feels good. It feels good to be back making TV.
I like creating content, man.
Yeah.
The biggest part is like it's pressure in television. The only reason there's pressure in television because television is like still so structured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I come in here and it's just loose. You know what I'm saying? Breakfast Club has a structure too, but it's still looser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then everything else I do is just like, EP and stuff, and I just like watching people create. It's just I like doing I like doing television. I actually love doing television, but it's just it's a good what's the word I'm looking for? It's interesting trying to figure out how to still be loose within that.
Yes, and within the more like rigid structure.
Yeah.
And I think that just takes time.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's a 22-minute show on TV. Like if it's like Mar, you just got an hour.
Yeah.
Like Mar got an hour, no commercial. So Mar's literally doing a podcast.
Yeah, it feels more. And maybe that's why maybe you need a little bit more time so you could stretch out ideas, like say boring things. Because I felt that a little bit too. It was just like, Schulz, we're going to you. And it was like, you got to have some hot shit right there in the moment. It's not like this where we're like, we could figure it out, get there. And then all of a sudden we touch on some gold and then we just mine that shit for a minute. So maybe more time helps that.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, Mar's got a structure too.
Yeah.
But it's still a structure that's relatively like you could just feel the looseness of it. Because even in my mind, like, when you up there doing TV, you like, I don't want to say holding back because that's not the right word, but you like, I don't want to say this shit if it's going to get edited. But it's just like the pod, right? Yeah. Like you got to just shoot. You got to just flex your muscles. Like, there's things that we edit out the pod, but you just got to get it out. You just got to
let them worry about it. Because it could also like
that's right.
create an environment in the room where everybody's more comfortable for these jokes.
That's right.